Good evening and welcome to our Tuesday Night Live. We're so glad you're here. This live will begin shortly, and we're excited to share this journey with you. This is a space of kindness and encouragement, so let's be welcoming to everyone looking to better themselves. If you have questions, drop them in the chat or use the super chat to make sure it gets addressed. Thank you for being a part of our community. Let's make it a great night. Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, a little later than normal, a little later than I wanted to do here, but with everything going on, all the snow and us trying to take care of the girl, getting things back in order again. She started school again today after a 15-day winter break. Chandra, had to go to Goodwill for a while, and I picked her up, had trouble, got stuck getting in and out of the driveway, and it's been a day. But hey, we're here with you now. Chandra's right over there. You can't hear her yet. I've got her microphone right here. But she's putting a little bit of food in her face. She'll be here in just a minute. But thank you so very much, all of you, for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. It's Tuesday, so let's get into this. Oh, ready, set, post-holiday keto success. So the holidays are over. We're already a week basically into 2025. Routines are starting to come back into place. Like I said, the girl is back in school. That allows for routine to start getting back. Oh. But our routine today was take her to school, come home, make our coffee, and then lay down and take a nap. Whew, was a much needed nap. But it's cold and snowy and everything's damp. And it's just perfect nap weather. But what isn't perfect nap weather? If it's like 100 degrees outside, it's nice and cold in your house. If it's really cold outside, it's nice and toasty in your house. It's like everything's perfect nap weather. All right, here's the microphone for our lady. The reason you all are here anyway. That is true, and you know it. There she is. Here's
Hi,
this
guys.
and that. Let's be real. They're here for you.
Is that it?
I'm just kind of a bridge troll, kind of, here a little bit.
Oh, you're the bridge troll that I love.
I hope so.
And I did not kill him despite an argument in the car over where things were when we were kids. You're wrong.
Hey, I grew up there. Anyway,
You're still wrong.
I hear you. We'll pull up maps in a little bit, and
I
I'll show you.
showed you the
I
map.
was driving in the snow.
Mhm.
Anyway, Carrie was here very early already. He's pulling up the boat to the live stream. I made it to 49 degrees today with our winter storm.
All right.
All right.
I don't know what temperature we landed on today.
It's like 21 degrees most
Is that
of the
the
day.
hottest?
I don't think so. Probably 25, 28 degrees
I
today.
have no idea.
What's Tempura's favorite sport? Baseball, because it's a heavy batter.
I'm into dad jokes.
Jeff Fafa is here.
Jeff Fafa!
He says, maybe she forgot it's Tuesday this week. No, we knew, and I told her I'd be back to get her because I dropped her off, went to Costco.
The time just went much quicker than I expected.
Yeah, so I had to try to fit a bunch of stuff into a little bit of time. I had to pick up the girl, take her to our house, pick her up, take her to Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went to the post office first, but the local post office was closed.
It's been closed a bunch.
Yeah.
I think they're having staffing issues.
So then I took her
really
to
small.
Goodwill. I then went to Costco. The other post office took things home to put them away from Costco, got stuck trying to get into our driveway. So we have neighbors right across the street, and the girl, to me, they're still young kids.
In our brains, they're like perpetually 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years old. I think they were 5 and
They're
6.
driving
Yeah.
now.
I think she's 17 now.
No.
And she had gotten stuck in the driveway, and then our son-in-law helped her get unstuck. And then her boyfriend came over to visit and parked in front of our driveway, which normally isn't an issue. But I had,
with the snow
with all the snow and trying to cut around our trash can because they didn't come today.
Yeah.
I cut it not the right angle, and I wasn't able to get that oomph up the driveway and got stuck.
Couldn't move out.
I will tell you what, okay? If there's ever a benefit to being a large man, I'm in this large SUV. We have a Kia Telluride. So it's 3 rows, big SUV, like 22-inch rims, whatever, right? Just big SUV. And I'm in it rocking it, and I've got it in reverse. I'm hitting reverse, and then I'm rocking it, and I'm rocking it in motion as I'm hitting the gas. And finally, I just kind of slowly back myself out, and I'm able to and I had to called her to tell the neighbor to have the kid move the car, because if I couldn't do that until he moved, because it was just the wrong, like I was going to hit and it wasn't good.
So what he's saying is he doesn't know how to drive. That's what I heard.
Yes.
I should not let him have a car.
Yeah. And you know how it goes. I'm just a man, worthless,
Must be it. Driving's not your specialty. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I don't know. I'm probably a professional. Anyway, Carnivore K, thanks for being here, Kay. I understand love Goodwill too. I
do, but they are getting a little ridiculous. A lot ridiculous. Like crazy prices. Crazy prices. Cereal bowls, $4 a piece, $3.99. You're out of your mind. This is Indiana. We have a low cost of living for the most part. The poor people can't pour if you're going to price everything up. I'm just saying. Goodwill is part of the problem. Yeah. Very frustrating. So.
See, Meyer, Saturn. Meyer, Saturn. Meyer, Saturn. Not miles and miles away. Meyer gas station, Saturn.
Show me it. Okay. That is a Ray Skillman Monster.
No, because it was Saturn in 1995.
No, yes, it wasn't.
It was.
Because when I Googled it, it was about here.
That's wrong. It was right here.
No, because the public storage wasn't there.
Nope. We're talking about the 90s. It was right here. I know.
Somebody is wrong again and still.
And this is why you don't argue with your spouse, because when she thinks she's right, she's not right. But then you have to concede and go, "You're right, babe. I was wrong the whole time." Okay. And then you get mad at you.
That's not right here. It's over.
Yeah, that's wrong.
No, it's not. This is literally the address. 5333 West Pike Plaza Road. You are wrong.
Well, put it into Google Maps now. Copy and paste that address. Anyway, Jason Keto is here. Good evening, friend. I'm gonna be gone, and you'll never see me again after tonight. But that's okay, because sometimes you have to take a stand.
No, somebody always thinks he's right.
Not always. I usually just lose. Evelyn is here. Hello, Evelyn. We love you. Let's see. Jeff Foltz, she's saying hi to people. Twinbrook Acres is here. Hello, Tanya is here. My lady Laugh a Lot Andy is here. We're here early, but then I won't be late. That's good. Amy is here. Good evening, Amy. Saying hello to people. Sherry is here. Hello. I just finished up with Chris Cook and Nashville Live. I missed their live because I was driving all over Tarnation and having an argument in the car, a discussion, if you will. Chris Cook in Nashville is here. He says, hi, folks. They're finishing cooking, but then they'll be here listening. Fantastic. I'm so glad you guys are here. You make it so much more fun.
Otherwise, we would be having a live murder right now.
I mean, this is only my saving grace here. She doesn't want to do it on live TV, basically. You know what I mean? Live and direct. Andy's going to be making a quick summary of day 13. Ooh, 13. Lucky number 13.
Woo-hoo.
That's what I'm going with. Sean is here. Good evening, Sean. Everybody's saying hello to Sean and Chris. All right, everybody. We got to talk Lynn into riding with me to Columbus for the Hungry Heath meetup. I think she's on the fence about it, but she can ride with me. It'll be fun. If I'm still alive.
It's very questionable at this point. I'm
Mhm.
trying to find you a picture of the road, like where it is on the road. But I'm finding every other.
I read this as tonight I'm having ground beef and scurvy.
Scurvy.
Delicious.
That's my
I was
favorite.
like, scurvy. And I'm like, oh, wait, savory keto chow balls. Balls. Where's Rachel when you need her? Oh, she's on a cruise. They're on another cruise. Another cruise.
This doesn't show me where it is in relation to Meyer.
Oh, Ash Taylor's in the house. I don't sing nearly as good as she does.
We know.
You know what?
Hmm?
You know what? You can go hit that button.
You can go somewhere.
I will.
Somewhere.
After this live is over, I'll go upstairs and do Toxic Tuesday.
After this live is over, you can go put your head in the toilet and flush. Just saying.
The pressure we have would not take this load. Let's be fair. It wouldn't even take the hair.
Nobody wants to take your load.
And here we go. It's after dark, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We just went from PG-13 to R. Here we go.
You know what? I don't even like you.
Will you bring me my sody pop on your way?
No, I will not. I'm going to spit in it first and put the straw up my butt for you. And then make you drink out of it.
She's so mean to me. All because I'm right.
You're not right. God, you're not right. You are wrong. It was not directly in front of the Meijer. It was down the street from the Meijer. It is between Lafayette Road and the Meijer. You said it was basically on the Meijer parking lot, and it is not. It was not. It was not. Bought my first car there.
I rode my bike to Meijer to rent videos.
I should have run you over on that bike.
You should have.
I really should have. Would have saved us both misery.
You had to pay that $1.50 in the return rental fee.
I don't like you at all. I'm about ready to close the laptop and walk away because you're being such an ass.
I'm not.
You are. He all but called me stupid in the car.
Never said it.
Yes, he did. I know. I live there. You don't know. I live there.
For 20 years, I lived there.
Car there. We've lived in the same city our whole lives. Okay? We frequented the same places. But when it comes to anything, he knows. He's encyclopedia freaking botanica.
What did you eat for lunch yesterday?
It doesn't matter. Technically, I didn't eat lunch yesterday, so there. But it doesn't matter. That's not important. Ouch, your claws hurt, and I'm not in the mood.
So Shauna says, also, I have started wrapping what I need to reheat in parchment paper versus paper towel. What a win. Yeah.
Nice. I was going to tell you that I bought you something nice at the Goodwill, but now I'm not going to give it to you, and I'm going to sell it because I don't even like you.
That's not true.
That's very true.
Love me because
that doesn't mean anything.
Stinky too.
Love you and like you are two different things.
She's not wrong. Oh my goodness.
Hi guys.
And he says, sorry. Okay, I'm back now to edit while listening. Here we go. There's Stacy. I know none of you have my side on this. That's fine.
He's wrong. Just tell him he's wrong all the time.
He needs to hear it. So much go.
He needs to hear that he's wrong all the time. Otherwise, we get in situations like this where he thinks he knows what he's talking about and he's wrong. And he needs to know it.
Sure, I'm wrong. It's fine.
You are wrong. Mm-hmm. You are wrong.
It's true.
You're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make me get off the line. I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to leave and take my cats with me. I should have stayed at Goodwill.
When I was leaving Goodwill, she was like, don't forget me. I should have.
I should have stayed at Goodwill.
Oh, let's see. Telling Lynn how to keep things moist. Hey, we're here tonight, folks.
We've already had at least one after dark joke, so there we go.
You made it.
It was appropriate. He doesn't know how to keep things moist. It's fine.
Now. Well, it's been nice knowing all you people. I'm literally crying right now. Like my eyes are leaking.
The cats are looking at us like we're insane.
We are insane.
You're worse.
Oh my goodness. Shauna says the new intro makes me feel like I'm gonna play an RPG.
Nice.
And Amy loves it. Lynn says that she thinks it's very cool. Cindy's here. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. I'm gonna smack him for you.
I hit myself in the head last night. So I went to the grocery store.
That's what's wrong with him.
Oh man. Okay. I went to the grocery store last night and I opened the tailgate to the truck. And it doesn't go up all the way. It goes up to right about here. And I go to put something in the truck and I just go like that and just almost knock myself out. Like it was so bad. I had to stand there for a little bit. I'm like stomping on the ground and I'm cussing up a storm. No one's around to see me. I could have fell out and no one would have known I was there. She was listening at home. She wouldn't even have thought to check on me.
No.
For hours. I would have just been dead in a ditch and she wouldn't even have known. And then I'm like, whoa. I had to walk it off. I had to go back in the store for a few minutes to go to the bathroom and go potty because I was like, I had to sit in the car for a while.
He did have a knot on his head. That's what it is. Your GPS in your brain is off because you knocked the crud out of your brain.
Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway,
it is.
It's true.
It is.
Oh,
and you haven't figured out how to not pick a fight.
See, the thing is, what had happened?
You always say, "I don't
want to fight."
But then you fight with me intentionally over dumb stuff.
But then there's certain things.
You fight with me intentionally over dumb stuff.
Yeah, because I'll fight with you over dumb stuff.
But you pick.
But it doesn't matter.
You pick a fight. Does it really matter to you if I'm angry about where the Saturn dealership used to be versus if I'm angry about something important? Do you really want me angry?
No, but I would rather. I would
learn to learn to shut it. It isn't that hard. You don't have to pick a fight. You don't have to.
So I don't ever get to be right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if something doesn't quite fit your memory, you can go, well, I guess I don't remember it that way. And that can be the end of the conversation.
Jackie's over here bragging.
It's agreeing to disagree. And it's ending what never started.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Instead of saying, you're wrong. I lived here my whole life. You're wrong.
I never did. You're wrong. Never left my lips.
I got no. I've lived there my whole life. I grew up right there. I lived there my whole life. No.
Jackie's bragging.
I'm going to smack him for you too.
Ow.
See, I'm conscious enough to not hit you on the lumpy side.
It's just you can't reach the lumpy side.
I would. I really would.
No, but I should have. Oh, we got to get to these. We got to get to the comments that are more in line here.
Are there any in line? It's our
I don't know. Sean says our internet is out right now. Have to use 4G on my phone. So if I missed something, I apologize.
You're not missing anything except for a little spousal abuse. Nothing major.
Jaqueline.
Yes.
Sherry said there's no snow there either. But I had to crank up the heater. I'm still sitting here wrapped in a blanket. She's in 2 blankets. Isn't even sharing any with me.
I just took one of them off because you're hot. Like, not in that way, but you are hot. Why would I compliment him after he's been so mean?
It's okay.
Oh.
Oh. we'll see if anybody's on my side in here. Probably not.
Nobody is on
Because
your
you're
side.
scary.
I should be.
Uh-huh.
You've earned it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking back and forth. There we go. Children, stop fighting. Are we both pretty?
It's him. He started it. He had to be mean to me.
The kids don't like it when mom and dad fight. Our kids just take a nap.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever.
They just both.
They're
curled
not
up.
looking at us though. One's like looking over
That's
this
true.
way.
They're disappointed.
Mhm.
They're like,
Here's something you could talk about. Change of subject.
First moved to Goodwill. They had awesome prices. Now they're out. Okay, so what happened in Indiana, in central Indiana, because I can't speak to the other parts, and there is a northeast and a northwest, I think, Goodwill, and there is a southeastern Goodwill. But in central Indiana, what happened is that Goodwill moved in, and I mean, they've kind of always been here, right? But there were one or two. Well, in the early 2000s, they started going up like Starbucks, and there was one at every corner. So there is now one on every side of Marion County, north, south, east, and west, which is our central county of Indianapolis. And then every county around it has at least one, if not two, Goodwills. Some have more than that. And so all of these Goodwills came in and they had everything priced really low, much cheaper than the rest of the stores. Like t-shirts were 99 cents and long sleeve shirts were $1.99 and pants were $1.99 and jeans were $2.99 and cheaper than any other store could keep up with. And the dishes and all those things on the racks started at like 25 cents. And they went from 25 cents to like 75 cents, maybe as much as $1. But nothing really was expensive. And they went up everywhere. So Salvation Armies couldn't keep up because there were so many Goodwills. They just couldn't keep up, and they couldn't maintain at those lower prices because they actually hired like veterans and stuff like that. So they had to pay them a livable wage. Whereas at the time, initially, Goodwill was employing a lot of special needs people, which they were paying less than minimum wage. So,
could they legally do that?
Yes, at the time they were allowed to because it was considered part of their jobs program. So, in exchange for getting them education and getting them a job, they were allowed to pay them less than minimum wage. So, they were underpricing and undercutting all of the other thrift stores. We used to have Value Village, which in other places is called a Savers. We used to have a lot of AmVets. We had just multiple. We had like mom and pop thrift stores. There were thrift stores pretty much littering Indianapolis, which was wonderful because there's variety and there's competition and you can go to different stores and find different things. Well, after about 2 years of them maintaining very low prices and being all over, the other stores couldn't compete anymore. And so they started closing down and moving out. So places like Value Village, which is a Savers, doesn't have local donation sites. So they would be trucking in their merchandise. So it would cost a little bit more, which was fine. I don't mind paying a little bit up for, but they ended up leaving entirely. Salvation Army, there are only 2 left in the city. There is a Mission 27, which I've never been to, but those are the only real 3 thrift stores in Indianapolis. There are a few boutique type thrift stores, like in Broad Ripple area, and there are very few like church sales on the outskirts of Indianapolis. But in Indianapolis, there's basically Goodwill. That's the majority. There's Goodwill and the Goodwill bins, and that's it. And there's nothing else nothing else, very minimal else you can choose from at this point. So now that they have a monopoly in the city, they have raised their prices to ridiculous numbers. Tank tops start at $4.99, and everything goes up from there. Like I said, cereal bowls were $3.99. And just prices that you wouldn't pay. I would go to Walmart and buy it brand new for less. They even had Walmart items. There was a Pioneer Woman something or other that they sold at Walmart for like $2, because it was something cheap, like a fork or a spoon or whatever. They sold it for, $2 or so at Walmart, and they had it marked $7.99. Like, come on. Who's going to pay that? That's ridiculous. But anyway.
Gary's working on getting a new job. He says, hopefully I can find a job since I called the property tax people, told them my situation, and they put it in my file. They told me not to pay it. It will go up with interest and lawyer fees. They shouldn't be able to do that.
It just stinks.
Lynette is here.
Hello, Lynette.
She's got a beautiful smile, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Always in a good mood.
Yeah. You're leaving me for her? She's not going to fight with you?
She lives too far away.
Oh.
Anyway.
Thor says hi with the back of his head. And Bruce is over here on my left, cuddling.
Do they even realize they're on camera? I always just assume I'm on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hi to Lynette.
Hello. Ooh,
Nancy
that
is
sounded
here.
like the cat almost puked.
Nancy Tanner is here. Hello, Nancy.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry for arguing with him for the first, I don't know, however many minutes we've been on here. 26 or so.
I've heard that YouTube frowns upon those kinds of lives.
Sometimes.
What am I missing here?
Ooh, where? What are we talking about?
Let's see,
I can't see nothing.
Oh yeah, do it, Lynn. We want to meet you in person.
Yes.
Yeah. So come on and take a ride with me.
Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage.
Is Mishawaka on the way to Columbus? Unfortunately, it is not. But I mean, if the price is right, I could be convinced to come up and get you.
You do like driving.
I do like driving. Evelyn says, I'm going to the March 8th Columbus meetup. Got to meet Heath and Shelly in person. Yep.
That'll be fun for you
Yeah.
guys.
Heath is super stoked to meet me. I'm excited to meet him. Yeah.
Super stoked.
Yeah, I can't talk. It's fine. I don't do this for a living at all.
Not a day.
I don't drive or anything. You know what I mean?
Not a thing.
They did try to get me to drive yesterday from Avon down to Evansville, and the boss told me no.
No, we have enough stuff to do around here, and you're not going to go risk your life. And I'm glad you didn't, because Evansville was under a state of emergency, and you weren't allowed to legally drive in Evansville.
I think I get away with that because I work for the government at that point.
I don't know.
I mean, it's private, but it's not. It's like federal property, federal employee type thing.
I think as long as you had them in your car, you'd probably be fine. But as soon as they got out, you'd probably be SOL.
Well, I got to leave.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Chris is having Cincinnati style 3-way.
Woo woo.
I mean, it is after dark.
How many ways can that chili go?
Beat the clock, carnivore noodles.
Better to beat the clock.
She says she lies to me unlike you. You always tell me the mean truth.
I do tell you the mean
she
truth.
says I sing beautifully.
We did have fun doing karaoke on
New
Year's, and I got him to sing a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much, but a little bit.
I sang the final countdown. I sang
It's the final countdown.
What else did I sing? I sang
we sang Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, and I sang one of the Typo songs with Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also sang what was the Eye of the Tiger.
Yes. And then there was a few, what's his name? John Cougar songs.
Oh, yeah. You'll sound like me and my hubby. See, you're always wrong, too.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Jahil is here.
Hello. Hi, Jahil. How's Timmy?
Timmy, the extremely real boy.
Yes, the extremely real. Not made up at all.
Not even fictitious by one little thing.
Nope.
Lynn says that she wants to go and hang with everyone at the meetup. I'm sure I'll be going. All right, just keep me posted and I'll scoop you up.
You guys will have a good time.
Children.
Cindy, I'm just trying to keep him in line. It's not working well. He's usually in circles. So speaking of Dutch ovens, last night he got me real bad. And I told him I did not sign up for this. And he said it was in the contract. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
We both have our own blankets.
So how did it get in my mouth? That smell and taste was in my mouth. It was like the air was thick with fart. And he's just sitting there just giggling. Just and I'm like, it was awful. Just awful.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw you out of bed next time. I'm gonna just put both of my feet in the small of your back and kick real hard.
Tanya said, sorry, but I so needed to laugh tonight. Well, I'm glad that we can accommodate.
Yes, I'm gonna go get the beep. I'll be right back. You get cat claws just for that toot you put in my mouth last night. Nasty old man.
Jahil's asking if we can mud wrestle, asking for a friend.
He would not survive it.
No, we would break hips.
Probably.
Carl says, so you bought him a $4 bowl?
No. No, what I bought him is a Mickey Mouse head-shaped cake pop maker, which I figured he could use some chaffle batter and make some little cake poppy like things
for the girl.
Yeah. But since you're being rude, I'm going to sell it.
Evelyn says, I always love my husband, but I don't always like my husband.
Exactly. I love you, and I won't kill you because that's a lot of paperwork, but I might dream about it later.
Then you'll wake up all sad. And then you weren't there anymore. I had to make my own coffee.
You act like I don't know how to survive without you.
You know, you've forgotten. It's like a lost language.
A woman who's been single and had to do all of it on her own never forgets.
Mm-hmm.
We're like elephants. I'm as big as an elephant, but it's fine. Don't go there. You smell like an elephant.
That's true. Carrie says he's glad he's watching the need of this laugh. Well, we're glad we can accommodate.
Yes.
That's what we can do is make people laugh.
I'm glad he's a butthead.
That's right. Cincinnati Gold Star chili, Skyline chili. Andy made pork belly today and then made a short about it.
Ooh. Oh, did you tell him the stuff that you made?
I have not yet.
Well, you should tell him about it. It's pretty good.
So I'm not sure who started it, but I was talking with Cindy on the phone last night, and she was telling me about this recipe where you take she took ham and other stuff together and bacon or whatever.
Steak and bacon.
And then she poured this mixture. It's like cottage cheese, eggs, and cream cheese over the top of it and bake it for 45 minutes. I made her some, but I buy the 2.5 pound things of
Costco chicken.
And they basically tear apart rotisserie chickens, and you basically lump chicken meat, and then I put that in the bottom with spinach, pesto, and feta, and then I poured that same mixture over the top.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Baked it for 45 minutes.
It was a little salty, but it was good. And I
didn't add any seasoning to it, so there was no salt added to it.
No, but cottage cheese has a little bit of salt, and feta has some salt in it, so that's why it was a little salty. But next time we're gonna add a little bit of sun-dried tomato for that. And I'm excited for that.
And we had some leftover of the batter. I had a little bit of sweetener to it, a little bit of vanilla, and some chocolate chips, and threw it into ramekins and put it in the oven.
You made basically like a cheesecake.
You gonna go get one and we'll try it on camera?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Thor's not gonna be happy.
He'll be fine.
He was just getting his spot ready.
He's fine. Oh. So they've been in the fridge. We ate.
Not the cats.
Well, the cats won't fit in the fridge right now. It's pretty full. I got steaks and all kinds of good stuff. That way we don't have to go anywhere for the next week.
I gotta find my lipper.
Your lipper is missing?
Oh, got it.
There you go. I made 3 of the ramekins last night because it was just enough of that batter left over because I didn't make it quite as big as Cindy said to make it. And I only used 6 eggs. She told me to use 9, which I think that would have been way too many eggs. I would have had like way too much going on.
It would have also been too big for your pan that you used.
Yeah, so it would have been too much.
All right,
And
where is this?
they're all the way in the back.
Of which shelf?
The first shelf, all between the eggs. All the way in the back, in the middle, the very, very middle.
That can't be right.
All the bottom going up. You know, like there's the clear plastic thing of eggs that goes up to one side, and there's a middle between that and where the shelves are. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
I can tell.
We got a lot of mouths to feed. Anyway,
you probably should have put some plastic wrap or something over this.
I probably should have, but I took some of the Catalina Crunch. She likes the Catalina Crunch cinnamon toast or whatever it's called cereal. So we have a bag of that, and I crushed up some, and then I put I put butter in it, and then put that in the bottom, and then I poured that mixture over the top with the salt or with the sugar substitute stuff.
To try vanilla, to make like a graham cracker.
To make like a graham cracker crust. I liked it. She did not. She didn't like it very much.
No.
So this is what this looks like. So this looked a lot better coming out of the oven last night. But, you know.
So my suggestion, if he were to do it again and try to make a crust, is if you're going to use the Catalina Crunch, you have to understand that it's probably pretty well baked. So you're probably going to have to saturate it in the butter.
I did that with butter, a lot of butter.
And let it sit till it starts to sog a little bit. Lights are flashing.
Yeah.
And I also told him, instead of putting chocolate chips in it, because when you put chocolate chips in like a cheesecake type batter, they sink to the bottom. And then you end up with like a chocolate layer that's kind of odd. Better to take half of your batter and mix in powdered cocoa and make a chocolate batter and then make a swirl cheesecake. But this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I like this a lot.
It's a little too cold right now because those chocolate chips have turned into chocolate rocks.
Yep.
Ooh.
Jahil says, I don't like the word moist. Can you use damp or drenched instead?
I mean,
I'll even take soaking.
All of them are questionable.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, not dry. I love you, Jahil. Oh, let's see. Cindy's telling Shauna she was born in Cincinnati. The chili is so good. There's like cinnamon and chocolate in it, isn't there?
I have no idea.
I think there is. Cindy's saying that that was Shauna said that, not dry.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy said we have pork belly tonight along with a serving of my deconstructed stuffed peppers. That's what she made.
That's what she, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had talked about making it like a jalapeno popper. Like putting diced jalapenos in it and cheddar cheese. That would be good too. I feel like that it's such a flexible base. It's similar to like a quiche base that you could do so many things with it.
You could put garlic in the batter and make it and pour it over like Italian sausage and sauce and make it like an Italian bake.
There's so many different things that it could be used for. It's very flexible.
Sean says I wanted to be a unicorn.
He did. He tried to get a little growth.
Who even won the fight tonight? I can't even tell.
It's always me. In case you ever wonder, it's always me. Because if it's not me, he leaves.
Carl, he doesn't want to fight. He has to fight.
No, he doesn't have to.
There you go, babe. Cindy says, I feel like I'm at Chuck E. Cheese with a bunch of kids.
Me too. The biggest one is a beard.
I never felt so useless as a moderator.
Sit down, Thor.
He's sitting on your right. There's your right, Dustin.
Yes, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You're right because you're on the right. That's the only right you're ever going to get.
Chris can't put them in timeout. Oh, my goodness. Dustin's on a level higher than me here.
Oh.
Jackie says, thank you for the smack again.
You're welcome. Oh, one more. That one was softer. That was a nicer one because I'm a forgiving human.
Oh my goodness. If you hit him on the lumpy side, would then it just pop out on the other side? I've seen Tom and Jerry.
We could try it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, which song is more appropriate? We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister or You Gotta Fight for Your Right by Beastie Boys?
I'm down for the Beastie Boys.
I'm gonna go with Sabotage. Listen, all y'all,
This
it's a
is not
sabotage.
sabotage. You're
Can't
sabotaging
stand
me.
it. I know you planned it.
See, he planned
Beastie
it.
Boys for sure.
He planned it.
I'm gonna set it straight. This Watergate.
Because your crystal ball ain't so crystal clear.
G420 had a mug cake with cinnamon and vanilla. That sounds good too.
That does sound good. I'm a fat girl. I like sweet stuff. What are you doing?
I'm
You're
trying to see what time
with
it
the
is.
toys.
Trying to see what time it is. Okay, we're on a time crunch today.
Oh, that's right. You've got your other thing to go to.
Yep. Shauna, I have a recipe for Skyline chili, every bit as good, if not better. It was in a cookbook my mom had of recipes by a local woman my mom knew or worked with. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Those type of cookbooks are very valuable on the interwebs nowadays. On eBay, you can usually get, $28 and up per cookbook. The Unalive Live.
Mhm.
Exactly. If it ever happens, I'm just going to weekend at Bernie's him. They'll be like, he says yes. He says no.
YouTube is so catty now. Cool stuff. And then Sherry says that I'm in a small town and only have the one Goodwill and a couple of boutique thrift shops. They are all high priced. Every once in a while, I can get a good deal.
Yeah. It's really just looking through it anymore and trying to find the few things that they miss. But it's frustrating because I think about our local economy and what we can support, and we really can't support the prices they're asking. It would be like if you went into Walmart and everything went up by $5. Could your local economy support that? And it can't in central Indiana. Maybe on the north side, but basically central Indiana, we have done so well for so long because we've had a very low cost of living, and thereby we've maintained. So people move here and stay here because they can afford to be here. But we are outpricing ourselves as far as like housing, food, clothing, even the thrift stores are doing it. So our kids can't, and I know this is everywhere across the country right now, but they can't afford to buy a house. At this point, they can't really even afford to rent because the rent is beyond the people's means here in this local town.
There's a penthouse I saw online. There's a penthouse downtown, like that overlooks like Old National Center, so the Egyptian Room, and it's a penthouse and it's $4,000 a month, which actually sounds crazy until you think. I think it's like a 2-bedroom maybe. And I was like, the location in of itself is amazing, but who knows what the HOA fees are? You know what I mean?
Right. But no, we are on the west side of Indianapolis, which has been up and coming for the past 40 years. So, it's no longer up and coming anymore. And the rental prices our kids had to leave their apartment or their home that they were renting because they were paying $1,500 a month. It was going up by $500 a month. Nobody can afford that. That was 3 different people paying rent on this house. They can't afford it anymore. So, our local economy is going to collapse.
But Brian is here. That's Brian. That's Cindy's husband.
Hello, Brian. Thank you for joining us.
I'm just sending out love to Brian and condolences and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Lynette says, can you pick me up in Salt Lake? I'll leave in the morning. It'll take me a while to get there.
Bruce has just decided that he is not sitting next to Thor. He is sitting on Thor. I don't think you guys can see it. Thor is here. Bruce is sitting right on top of him right here.
Shauna says that she wishes she could go, but it's 55 days until the Heath meetup. And
that
then,
is soon.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse the yawn.
And Julie in the Pines really wish she'd go to one of those meetups. I'm going to have to organize one for Prescott, Arizona. Do it. I mean, you can do them. They're super easy. All you got to do is just call B-Dubs. It's local to you.
or whatever place local to you that has relatively affordable meat things and
Yeah.
a room big enough to hold, say, 20 people.
Yeah, then just start putting it out there.
And if doing something like at a restaurant is too much, see about your local legions or veterans halls. I can't remember what else they're called. Anyway, look at those local gathering places or even outdoors if there's parks and such at a good time of the year where it's not blazing hot or freezing cold, and ask people to bring their own stuff and everybody chip in, $5 to $20 to try to help cover the rental of the place.
Mm-hmm. Carrie's laughing about me farting on you.
It was so bad. It was so bad. It was like a thick and chunky fog. You could literally cut it like it was a slice of bread.
Lynn's asking, do I really want to be in a car for that long with Dustin?
The thing is he rarely farts. It's very rare. But when he does, he waits till we're in bed together and he tries to gas me out. I think it's chemical warfare. I'm pretty sure he's trying to kill me.
Jeremiah, Happy New Year, buddy. They were in
Happy New Year.
They were in New Orleans.
Oh, hope that went well.
Yeah, they were there during all that.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you guys got out okay.
Jahil says, Timmy is fine. My real ex-wife, Pamela, is the name that I said last time, right?
Sure it is.
Is asking for child support, even though I have him full-time in my mind. Makes no sense. Hashtag 2025 problems.
He takes up space full-time in your mind. Yeah, I wouldn't pay child support for that either.
Bruce is here. Bruce, it's your Bruce. Look,
Right?
never make a mistake while you're around her. She will never forget.
I don't
Guess
forget.
she will.
I forget a lot of things, but not all the times you've messed up. Not all the times you farted in a thickness and made it like cloud and smog in our room.
I know Chandra can't go, but I do want to be in a car with Dustin for that long. Haha, smells.
No, he's usually, it's so rare that he actually has gas that when he does, I'm pretty sure it's his body telling me that he's dying. It's that bad.
All right, what time is it? All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I got to cut this short. I'm missing a lot of these comments. I love your faces.
Oh, sorry, guys. Can you read them after the fact?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they'll still be here. We love you all.
We do. It's been fun. Sorry, I had to smack him around a little bit just to keep him in line.
Yeah, we love you guys. Here's the new out. Well, here's this isn't a new outro. This is the old outro. If you remember, it might be new for you. But anyway, we love your faces. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a good night. We'll try to be longer next week.